When you pull away and stop showing interest, something unexpected happens. It flips the script completely. Suddenly she starts questioning everything, her emotions, her decisions, and even how she feels about you in this video. We're breaking down the surprising reactions women have when you stop chasing and start focusing on yourself. Stick around because this will change how you see it all. 1. The power of the unexpected when it comes to leaving a lasting impression. Doing the unexpected can be your greatest secret weapon. Most people operate within predictable patterns, always texting at the same time, constantly being available or over-explaining themselves. This predictability becomes boring and easy to overlook. But when you break out of these norems, it's like flipping a switch in her mind. Suddenly she's intrigued, confused and curious, all at once, replaying moments in her head, trying to figure you out. Here's the truth. The human brain is wired to notice and respond to change. It thrives on novelty. When you shift from being predictable to surprising, it creates an emotional jolt. This isn't just about surprising her for the sake of it. It's about showing her a version of you she didn't expect. It forces her to pay attention, wonder what's going on, and question why she suddenly feels drawn to you in a way she hadn't before. Think about this if you've always. The immediate emotional shift. She feels being the one to initiate conversations. What happens when you don't? If you've been overly available, what happens when you start focusing on yourself instead of her? These small I8 changes in behavior signal that you're not reliant on her attention or validation, and that subtle shift creates a ripple effect in her mind. She'll start asking herself, what changed? Why isn't he acting like before? Did I miss something? One powerful way to be unexpected is through silence. If she's used to you constantly reaching out, step back. Let her feel the absence of your energy. Silence creates space, and in that space she'll notice the void you've left. But it's not just about ignoring her, it's about what you do during that silence. Invest in your growth. Start a new project, hit the gym, or explore hobbies you've been neglecting. For example, imagine you go on a weekend trip and post a picture of yourself looking genuinely happy and confident. No caption, no explanation. That one post can leave her spiraling, wondering where you went, who you were with, and why she wasn't invited. This kind of subtle, unexpected move sends a powerful message. Your life is exciting with or without her, and that realization will weigh on her mind. Another way to surprise her is to shift how you communicate. If you've always been someone who writes long texts or responds instantly, switch it up. Keep your responses brief but thoughtful. Let her do more of the talking. The contrast will make her reflect on the new dynamic and question why she's now the one putting in the effort. The beauty of the unexpected lies in its simplicity. It doesn't require grand gestures or complicated tactics. It's about showing her that you're not confined to the role she expects you to play. When you keep her guessing, you stay on her mind, and she's left wondering what she has to do to regain your attention. That curiosity, that sense of mystery, it's what will make her miss you every single day. To focus on building a better you. One of the most surprising moves you can make is to prioritize your personal growth. Many men make the mistake of centering their actions around trying to get her attention, but the truth is, nothing grabs her focus more than seeing you thrive without. How silence and space affect her mindset. When you start working on yourself, physically, mentally and emotionally, it sends a powerful message. You're not waiting around for her validation, and that's incredibly attractive. Think about it when she sees you hitting the gym, learning a new skill, or advancing in your career. It sparks something in her mind. She starts to wonder, why wasn't he this driven when we were talking? Did I hold him back? Is he moving on without me? These thoughts can be consuming. especially if she realizes that your growth isn't for her, it's for you. Here's how to make this move even more effective. Don't broadcast every little thing you're doing. Instead, let her discover it indirectly. Maybe it's through a mutual friend mentioning how great you're doing, or maybe it's a subtle post showing your progress. The goal is to let your actions speak louder than your words. Personal growth isn't just about impressing her, it's about becoming the best version of yourself for your own benefit. When you focus on improving your life, everything else falls into place. Your confidence grows, your energy becomes magnetic, and people, including her, naturally start gravitating toward you. Imagine this. She sees you out with friends laughing and looking better than ever. You're no longer the same person she knew, and that realization can hit her hard. She'll wonder why she's not part of this new chapter in your life, and what she needs to do to regain your attention. And the best part, you're not doing it for her. You're doing it because you deserve it. 3. Master the art of pulling back. Pulling back doesn't mean ghosting her or playing games. It means creating space for her to miss you when you're constantly available. It's easy for her to take your presence for granted, but when you step back, you give her the opportunity to feel your absence, and that's when the real magic happens. The key here is balance. You're not cutting her off completely, but you're also not chasing her. If she sends a message, don't feel the need to respond immediately. Take your time, focus on your day, your priorities, and let her wonder why you're not as accessible as you once were. Pulling back also involves shifting your energy. Instead of pouring all your attention into her, redirect it toward things that make you happy and fulfilled, whether it's spending time with friends, pursuing a passion, or just taking care of yourself. This change in focus is something she'll notice. Here's why this works. People crave what they can't have. When you're no longer readily available, she starts to realize what she's missing. The time and energy you once gave her are now yours, and that shift in dynamic creates a powerful pull. But pulling back isn't about punishing her. It's about showing her that your life doesn't revolve around her. It's a subtle way of saying, I value myself enough to prioritize my own happiness. And when she sees that, it leaves a lasting impression. The role of mystery in keeping her curious. 4. Show emotional control. One of the most surprising moves you can make is to stay emotionally grounded when she expects you to react in a certain way, whether it's frustration, jealousy, or neediness. But you respond with calm and confidence. It completely shifts the dynamic. For example, if she tries to test your patience by being vague or distant, don't fall into the trap of over-explaining or trying to win her back. Instead, maintain your composure, respond calmly, or if necessary, don't respond at all. Emotional control shows that you're secure in yourself and that her actions don't. Define your worth. Here's a scenario to consider. She reaches out with a casual message like, "Hey, how have you been?" Instead of diving into a lengthy reply, keep it short and neutral. Something like, "I've been great. Thanks. How about you?" is enough. It shows that you're polite, but not overly invested. The beauty of emotional control is that it creates a sense of mystery. When you don't react emotionally, she's left wondering what's going on in your mind. It's this curiosity that keeps you on her mind long after the conversation ends. Emotional control also protects your energy. It ensures that you're not giving too much of yourself to someone who may not deserve it. And when she sees that you're not easily swayed, it makes you stand out as someone who is strong, confident, and self-assured. 5. Keep her guessing. Predictability is the enemy of attraction. If she always knows what to expect from you, it becomes easy for her to take you for granted. But when you introduce an element of unpredictability, it keeps her on her toes and makes her think about you more often. For example, if you've been texting her regularly, take a step back and let her reach out first. Or if she's used to you always being available, Start prioritizing your own schedule and let her wonder what you're up to. These small changes might seem insignificant, but they have a big impact on how she perceives you. Another way to keep her guessing is to mix up your interactions. Instead of having the same predictable conversations, introduce something new, share an interesting story, ask a thought-provoking question, or bring up a topic she wouldn't expect. This creates a sense of excitement and keeps the connection fresh. But here's the key: don't overdo it. The goal is to create intrigue, not confusion. Balance your unpredictability with consistency, so she knows you're still reliable, but not someone she can figure out completely. When you keep her guessing, you stay on her mind. She starts to wonder about your thoughts, your feelings, and your next move, and that sense of curiosity is what keeps her thinking about you. Every why confidence and independence draw her back. Single Day 6. Invest in your social circle. One of the most overlooked but powerful moves is to elevate your social circle. When a woman sees that you're surrounded by people who value and respect you, it changes how she perceives you. Being socially connected makes you more attractive. It signals that you're not just focused on her, but have a full, thriving life outside of the relationship. Start by building strong friendships and surrounding yourself with positive, high-energy people who support your growth. When your social life is active, it subtly communicates that you're in demand and that your time is valuable. She'll notice this whether it's through mutual connections, social media, or just the vibe you carry when you're around her. Here's a key move: don't isolate yourself while waiting for her to notice you. Instead, invest time in meeting new people, networking and cultivating meaningful relationships. Attend events, take up group activities, or simply reconnect with old friends. The energy you gain from these interactions will reflect in your demeanor and confidence. What makes this so effective is that it removes the focus from her. When she realizes that you're not depending on her for validation or happiness, it creates a shift in the dynamic. She starts to see you as someone independent, interesting, and highly sought after, and the more she notices others gravitating toward you, the more she'll feel the pull to be part of your life. A thriving social circle isn't just about appearances. It's about genuinely enriching your life. The joy and fulfillment you gain from these connections will not only make you more attractive, but also leave her wondering why she isn't part of this exciting new chapter. 7. Become unapologetically yourself. There's nothing more surprising and magnetic than authenticity in a world where so many people wear masks to please others. Being unapologetically yourself stands out. It's not about trying to impress her or fit into her expectations. It's about owning who you are and embracing your individuality. Here's the thing women are drawn to: men who are confident in their own skin. When you stop trying to fit into someone else's mold and start living authentically, it creates a powerful shift. You're no longer seeking approval or chasing validation. Instead, you're focused on living a life that feels true to you, and that energy is incredibly attractive. Authenticity also means being clear about your values and boundaries. Don't be afraid to express your opinions, pursue your passions, and stand up for what matters to you. When she sees that you're not bending over backward to please her, it shows her that you're someone with self-respect and a strong sense of identity. But authenticity, how to handle her reaching out. After you've moved on, isn't just about confidence, it's also about vulnerability, sharing your true self. Flaws and all creates a deeper connection than any act or facade ever could. When you're unapologetically yourself, it leaves a lasting impression that goes far beyond superficial attraction. The best part: being authentic isn't something you do to win her over. It's something you do for yourself. And when she sees that you're living life on your terms, It leaves her wondering why she ever lets someone as unique and genuine as you go. 8. Demonstrate emotional independence. One of the most attractive qualities you can display is emotional independence. It's the ability to remain grounded, composed, and self-assured, regardless of external circumstances. When she sees that your emotions aren't easily swayed by her actions, it sets you apart from the crowd. Emotional independence isn't about shutting off your feelings or pretending you don't care. It's about having the strength to prioritize your well-being and happiness, even in the face of challenges. For example, if she pulls away or acts distant, you don't need to chase her or try to fix the situation. Instead, you stay calm, focus on your own life, and let things unfold naturally. Nature Al. This kind of composure is incredibly powerful. It shows her that you're not reliant on her for your sense of worth or happiness. And when she realizes that she doesn't have the power to control your emotions, it shifts the dynamic entirely. One practical way to demonstrate emotional independence is by setting boundaries. If she's being inconsistent or sending mixed signals, make it clear what you will and won't tolerate, but do it from a place of confidence, not frustration. For example, instead of saying, "Why are you ignoring me?" you might say, "Let me know when you're ready to have a meaningful conversation," by showing her that you're emotionally independent. You're not just making her miss you, you're making her respect you, and that respect is what creates a deeper, more meaningful connection. 9. Embrace mystery in your the surprising ways. She'll try to get your attention actions when it comes to leaving her thinking about you. Nothing works quite like mystery. Being an open book might feel comfortable, but it doesn't spark curiosity or intrigue when you keep parts of your life private and let her wonder what's going on. It creates a powerful pull that keeps you on her mind. Here's how to embrace mystery. Don't share every detail of your life, especially on social media. If you're constantly posting about where you are, what you're doing, and who you're with, it leaves nothing to the imagination. Instead, keep certain aspects of your life under wraps. Let her fill in the blanks. Another way to create mystery is through your conversations. Avoid predictable or surface-level topics. Instead, ask thought-provoking questions or share intriguing insights that make her think. For example, instead of saying, "How was your day?" you might say, "What's something you're excited about right now?" Mystery isn't about being evasive or aloof. It's about creating layers to your personality that she wants to uncover. When you're not immediately accessible or predictable, it keeps her engaged and curious. Remember, people are drawn to what they don't fully understand. By embracing mystery, you're giving her a reason to think about you long after the interaction ends, and that's what keeps her missing you every day. 10. Show her what she's missing. Ultimately, one of the most impactful moves you can make is to live a life so full and fulfilling that it shows her exactly what she's missing. This isn't about flaunting or trying to make her jealous. It's about genuinely building a life that brings you happiness and purpose when you're thriving, whether it's through pursuing your passions, achieving your goals, or the power of letting go, simply enjoying life. It sends a clear message. You're not waiting for her. You're living your life to the fullest, and that energy is magnetic. For example, if she sees you taking on new challenges, exploring new hobbies, or spending time with people who uplift you, it highlights the value you bring to any relationship. It makes her realize that being with you isn't just an option, it's an opportunity she might regret passing up. But this move only works if it's genuine. You can't fake fulfillment or happiness. Instead, focus on what truly matters to you and let that passion shine through. When your life is rich with purpose and joy, it naturally draws others in, including her. The best part, by showing her what she's missing, you're not just leaving her thinking about you, you're reminding yourself of your worth, and that confidence is the ultimate game. Share. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, you'll probably enjoy the one on the screen right now. Check it out and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.